Here's Julian saying to throw. Out wide right, it's Smith. Powers through. Gets away from another broken tackle. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Running inside. It's Blaylock. They put the brakes on it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Caught. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. 4th down coming.
How good has this defense been coming in? They've had a plan for this receiver. He's one of the fastest guys in all of college football, but he has just not been able to get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
How about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just gets rid of that one.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Swamped immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. The quick game. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Saying. Left side is Jackson. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick give. It's Jackson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 1st downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Say it. Moving out to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeye! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Needs it. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Bulldozes his way through. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
It's inside. It's Blaylock. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Got a little space. All by himself down the middle. Inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throw it, say it. Throws it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He uncorks one deep. Makes a deep grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Again, it's Sayin. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Fires to the big fella. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll run it. It's Avent. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come...
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the number 20 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking deep. He's got it down the field. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Robinson. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Powers inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Got a little grass. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Sayin under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Left side, it's Jackson. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially.
Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, St. Clair. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Play action on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Sooners!
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing St. Clair. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Upstairs to make the catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Again, it's St. Clair. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Tavian St. Clair. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. St. Clair still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
At the 35, he's got room. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Throwing St. Clair. He lets it fly. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeye. He'll try to tack on one more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Off play action on first down. Throwing right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Tavian St. Clair stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just way off target and missed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game. And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his...
Intercepted to stop the threat. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Dropping back, it's Mateer. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down to the air. Right side, it's Robinson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Finds space on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the 4th quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ballgame.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. St. Clair. Left side is Jackson. Makes the catch and he's free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds a man on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got enough. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That leads a